Welcome to Property Get. Today we are going to discuss about tax deducted at source on rent. We pay rent to landlords or owners. So what is the tenant responsibility with respect to TDS, tax deducted at source? So when we make payment to owner, there is a certain law we have to comply. So what is that law? How much we need to deduct? What is the limit on rent to deduct the TDS? So recent budget, which is our Nirmala Sitharaman, Finance Minister, have announced. So that comes into effect from April 1st, 2025. So that is the objective of today's video. We are going to discuss with an example to understand it better. TDS liability on rent payment. So this is especially for a residential tenants. So the commercial, there is a slight difference. I'll put a separate video for that. This is exclusively for a residential. So the target audience are property investors, owners, tenants, NRI and OCI. So the disclaimer here, the idea shared here for information and education purpose only. More specific to your case, you can discuss with auditor, you connect with us. We can also help you with respect to this. So to understand this better, I took an example scenario. So through which I will walk through it so that you can easily understand it. So sample scenario is Ram is a salaried employee, rents a 3 BHK cozy flat in Bengaluru for 60,000 rupees per month. According to the revised budget income tax law, EC need to direct the TDS before rent payment to owner. What is the budget change? How the tax computation works for him. So this is the sample scenario through which any tenant can understand what is the tax liability, whether I need to pay TDS or not. So that is the idea behind this video. So first thing is according to section 44 AB, EZ comes under uh, tax audit. So there is a criteria defined by the government of India. What is the tax audit? So the criteria is if any business turnover is crossing 1 crore, then they come under tax audit. Or the profession like lawyers, doctors, if they cross their income 50 lakhs, they are coming under tax audit. So these two criteria has to be considered whether a company or a person comes under tax audit or not. So according to the Ram case here, he is not comes under tax audit because he is a salaried employee. So according to the IT law, budget impact is with effective from 1st April, the limit changed from 2.4 lakhs to 6 lakhs per annum. For individual and HUF is Hindu undivided family. So there are inherited properties, family owning assets and they generate revenue. So they have to have they are coming under HUF category. It is a group of people income that has to be shown in the income tax. So for a specific family. So that case comes under HUF. In this case, Ram is an individual. So he comes under individual category. Section 194 IB, the TDS is 5% has to be deducted if the income, if the rent payment crossing the 6 lakhs total per annum. See, he is the per month 60. So 60 into 12 is 7.2 lakhs, which is crossing the 6 lakhs. Then he's supposed to deduct the 5% TDS and pay balance to the owner. So how does that work? So the payment against the owner PAN within 30 days using the form 26 QC. There is a form has to be filled and submit to the income tax department by deducting the 5% on the total rent payment per annum. For example, 7.2 lakhs on that 5% is 36,000 has to be deducted, pay against the owner PAN through the 26 QZ. This the form has to be filled and paid to the income tax department. So this is not that he need to pay every month. He can pay yearly once. So April to April, he can make full payment. When he pay March rent, he can deduct the TDS, which is on the rent, which is 5% on the rent and pay balance to the owner. This 5% pay to the income tax department towards the TDS. So the owner PAN is must, and 20% if owner does not have a PAN or he is not sharing it, he has to deduct the TDS 20%. And if wrong failed to do so, and penalty will be 200 per day till he files this 26 QC. So this is the on the tenant responsibility before paying to the owner. Or the tax invoice will be coming to both of them, or a scrutiny will be issued against both the people. So there the income tax department suspect that there is something going wrong. So they send a scrutiny of all the incomes and expenses. They have to prove that to the income tax department. So now I took the calculation and how does the computation works. So his monthly rent is 60,000 and annual rent is 7,20,000. And the type of the tenant is an individual, he is not comes under tax audit. And budget 2025 limit new, it is changed to from 2.4 lakhs to 6 lakhs per annum. And TDS applicable, yes. So he is paying 60,000, 60 into 12, which is 7.2, which is greater than the 6 lakhs. TDS rate is applicable is 5% on the rent he pays to the owner. Annual TDS to deduct, which is 36,000. So per month 3,000, which comes to 12, 3 into 12, 36,000. Pay once in a year. So whenever any agreement revises, any change comes, he has to deduct the total rent per year into 5%. Net rent paid to owner 57,000. Form 26 QC has to be filed annually, not monthly. And the TDS certificate for the deduction and submitting the proof to the owner, which is Form 16C. See, this is the proof supposed to be given to owner by wrong, saying that this 36,000 deducted and paid to the income tax department. So when they file it, they can claim it back or show against the other tax liability. So this TDS is not the actual tax, and it is just a tax deducted at source. So there is a tax supposed to be paid by the owner for that, tenant paying to the government and reserving that fund for the tax at the year end. So this is not an actual tax. So the actual tax liability will be calculated on total taxable income, maybe the other income like salaried income owner having other salaried income or a business income or from another property income, they will add all together and on that they'll compute the tax liability according to the slabs. They have a slab. Your net income is ranging from this to this, then your percentage is like this. They have an income tax department that slab. According to the slab, the net taxable income will be calculated. This whatever the TDS collected, it will get offset against the tax liability, and if any refund, they will refund it back to the owner. So this is the quick abstract about the TDS on the current financial year, how we have to deduct the TDS and what criteria we have to deduct the TDS when we make payment to the owner. We have some other videos in our channel, so it will be useful. It is under investment playlist, rental playlist, and sale property management. There are certain videos we put it. Please watch for that more details. This is our vision, mission, what we do, and what is our values, property management, and real estate services, franchisee business models. We will be launching this soon. This is our service catalog at a high level. What are all services we do? For a book I'm writing for a real estate investment. This will be released soon. And we have certain requirements in our business. So those are all listed here. And I put a separate business partner playlist. In this, I explained each one of these requirements. If anybody interested or having these skills, please connect with us. We can work collaboratively for a win-win. So if you have any requirements, please post your requirements and property sale in this portal. And we have a mobile app also. It can be downloaded from Google Play Store. So if you like this video, please give thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell icon. If you have any comment, please drop in our comment section. We are happy to help you, and share with friends and family, those who have this kind of tenant paying or receiving, they understand and make the right deductions at the right time so that there will not be any penalty or a scrutiny later. So thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.